very famous Chelsea coffin. Of course, I will be. I will be honoured.
Anything for a chance to go back to Barry.
Okay. So we can't do anything until we've got the 6. That's a sort.
Cool.
That'd be good. Who's mentioned in the will?
Me.
Well, it's not you.
Might as well. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe Charles will give me something. That's nice. Thank you. Can I have something, Charles?
Why? What do you want?
I don't know. We haven't seen what you get yet.
Oh, right. Okay. I see. Depends what I get.
Might need new tools or something. Maybe new medical tools. That'd be good.
I could be getting all kinds of things. Estates, lots of exclusive works that he's unpublished, things like that. Or I could just be getting like a small snail or something. We don't know what I'm going to get.
I'm gonna dump the elephant gun and the bullets back into the party inventory because I'm not going to bring them with me.
Yeah, I will. The name sounds familiar to me, actually, but yeah, I would want to know. Yeah, though not in Italian, because that's one of the languages I haven't got. He was a fluent polyglot. Cool. I haven't got a clue. Mhm. Yeah, especially with like a +4. Stiflingly hot, actually. Although, actually, no, it just been to the Congo, so no, it's not going to be stiflingly hot. Oh, definitely. Temperatures in Celsius, because I don't do Fahrenheit, me personally, would be
I make sure I'm still well covered though.
comfortably in the 30s, probably about mid 30s. It's southern Italy, so
I'm pure English. I keep my skin covered. Is this like upper class people, or is it just like
pretty much. Yeah, it's definitely Italian nobility. I mean, at this stage, Italy's not been a united country for that long at the end of the 19th century, but it certainly has nobility. People are probably a little bit more um, affiliated with their region as opposed to the country as a whole at this point. But yeah, um, definitely. There's probably a wider gap between like an upper class and a working class than there is in the UK. You probably haven't got so much of a burgeoning middle class, to be fair. But other than that, yeah, still has a class society.
good question for you is when your smarts goes up whenever you level up, do you get an extra language? Okay.
Of course, there's plenty of the legitimate Italian businessmen around.
I'll speak Italian to. Sorry, I'll speak Latin to everyone, thinking, yeah, Italian and Latin are exactly the same. I don't think they are.
No. If you're speaking in Latin in Italy, it's like somebody speaking in Old English in Britain. So even like older English than like Shakespeare, it'd be like speaking like a medieval dialect. So it'd be like really really strange, and they'd be able to pick out words and pick out meanings and that from some things, but the majority of it will be a little bit alien.
He was wearing a
Big cheesy smile.
tiara. I was thinking diamonds, but there we go. So is that I you're describing? Oh, I was wondering who the girl with the black hair and the bodice was. Was that Hitch then? Oh, Harmony. Okay. I was looking at furnishings and pictures and all that stuff to see how wealthy this person was. Nope. Oh, I've got investigation. I don't know if I got that's reading, isn't it, or something? I can forget that. It's not that. No.
I don't think there is an appraisal skill, is there? Yeah. Streetwise would be more like where you can get the nicked stuff from.
Well, I'm just sitting and listening.
Italian, it's normal. Nobody should worry.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all lots of people shouting in Italian. They could just be saying good morning.
Italian?
And all that, I'll kill you, I'll cut your eyes out. It's just fond talk in Italian. That's just how we are. We're quite passionate.
Yeah, Irina's Italian. She's the one that can understand what's going on. If there may be some frantic arm waving as well, I'm expecting.
So, do you want to question the will then, Charles?
Yeah, let's question it. Why not? I think there's people here that wish to question it, so we should question the will. Yes, good lady, good sir. I am Charles Hayden Coffin, rising star of the stage. I give you my condolences in your time of grief. Yes, I talk to him quite regularly by mail. A charming gentleman.
Yeah, he's always on there, friending things, liking things. Spending all his time on his letter writing.
I'm glad that he's going to stop sending me photographs of what he was having to eat for lunch now.
Yeah, look how pretty it looks.
There is one thing I find very suspicious. Why did they get you to come all the way here and no one's in the will except those two? Why did they get you to come, Charles?
Maybe he may have a little mention later.
And then we should get to the bottom of it.
Shall we interrogate your namesake then, Charles?
Yes. The solicitor. Yeah, that's the first place to start. So
Rock it away, stop him.
not so fast. Was there any? Did Alberto recently change his will?
It'll be a bit hard because Alberto's dead, is he not? So he's not going to say anything. Throw that out there. Throw that out there. Do I notice anything strange about this person looking at him? Do you like? Ooh, actually pretty noticeable.
Is yeah, why so hurry, my friend?
Yeah, I just thought that.
Yeah, I thought that as well. I was about to say something. I thought, ooh, hang on.
And he has a little book in his hand, right? Oh, I'll take the book and take a look at it. Well, I can't read, so I'll just look at the pages and yeah, well, I have the hindrance. I can't read.
He's bluffing it. He's bluffing it.
I just go, okay, and hand it back to him. Yeah, just taking a look at it and then say, okay, just looking at him.
I'll duck as the arms come flying over. Mamma mia! Um, well, there's only one person that was late. There they go, across the manor as we speak. We should go check the grave.
And maybe everybody should stay here in the house. Meanwhile, you as well, Charles Smith.
And we shall have some time to get to the bottom of this. I suggest having a look at the grave first to see how it's been desecrated. I'll follow.
Yeah, might as well.
Yes, but I'm going to try and the lawyer's still here, isn't he?
Oh yes, everyone's still here.
I'm going to try and bump into the lawyer and pick his pocket. Yep. I'll look back at him in an expression that says I'm the one that should be suspicious of him. Well, it was definitely the target, wasn't it? Yes, I shall have that off him.
I recognise that graveyard.
Wasn't that the grave of Jack the Ripper? Okay.
I think
Graveyards look very similar. It's just a fact of life.
I'm sure there was a big red ghost in this one last time we were firing as well.
Yep, there was. Yep.
find this element graveyards.
My surname is Coffin.
And
Well,
moles, if no.
For me, it just looks like you did a poor job here.
Do you often have mole problems? Right. So it looks like something's burrowed out rather than in.
So maybe he wasn't dead after all.
It's still too small for a person, though, isn't it?
Well, there
Perhaps
he is.
he's got a pet giant mole that was buried with him.
It's traditional in Egypt. Absolutely.
Well, the reason why it was so that the mole would dig its way out, thus meaning that there'd be an air hole for somebody to be able to breathe through if they weren't actually quite dead.
Yeah, but how can the mole dig through the coffin itself? And we'd have to dig straight up, so that's hard. Not like tall things, are they?
Um, well, there's a hole. Shall we have a look? Is there anything we can send down?
Yeah, sure. Have you got the shovel to dig? I turn to the groundsman.
It would be against the law. You'd have to get.
He means his Italian's very bad. He means to fill in. Have you got a shovel so that he can fill it in for you? They try and speak our language, but they're useless. And their accents are hilarious.
Yes.
Alright, he will.
So now we're doing his job for him?
No, we're actually going to dig up the up because we have to find out what if it goes all the way into the coffin. Has he come back with it yet? Oh! If I wait. I was just going to talk to them and say we're going to dig it up because but Jarl was asking. Is there anything else around, like footsteps or footprints, to show that someone was around, apart from your guy? Oh, I wouldn't have noticed that. Oh, I got only a 4. Ooh. Ooh.
I'll try a tracking roll.
It'd be better if there was a library right beside me.
Ah, I see several penguins passed through here 3 months ago with a herring.
That's just a red herring, that is.
Women's feet.
So far we've got a mole on small stilts, clambering
In league
out.
with some penguins.
If you point that out to us, I could say, "Oh, does it fit Charles's cane?" Oh, no ideas.
Your idea of a cane tip was a very good idea.
It
Yeah,
was.
so too.
Yeah, the indentation is probably a bit too shallow, aren't they?
Did we see anybody that was limping or something by the testimony?
What about? Oh, did they have rugby bits back then? We call them football bits. That sort of thing. These studs. That's it. The studs. Right.
No, it was quite passable. That was, Bill.
I pass the shovel to Charles and grab the groundsman and say, "Now, I want to ask you about some of these graves," and I forcefully drag him away. So go around all and waste his time on other graves. I'll see if I can do that. What would that be? I am doing unskilled. Da, 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 da.
I'll look at the spade and wonder why I've been given the spade. I'll bless it. Not that I'm a priest or anything, but I've seen them do things like that and hand it to the groundskeeper.
Well, a good performance is 90% of anything anyway, isn't it? So you don't need to be a priest, do you? You just need to feel the role.
Well, that's it. Just need to feel just need to channel it. But yeah, I'll then hand it back to the groundskeeper, looking confused at Dr. Adam.
Dr. Adam takes the shovel and goes, "What? He's, okay." And I start digging up the grave. Oh, no, I'm trying to make sure I have to fill in the hole from the bottom and then upwards. That's the way it works. And you don't understand a word I'm saying to you. Oops. Irina, talk to him.
I draw my pistol to fire in the air.
The pistol in the air, what do you call?
We are digging. I guess that's just an universal language.
I'll edge up to the groundsman as if I'm terrified of this turn of events and go, "These English, they're quite mad. We should go along with what they want for now."
I think I'm very good at digging.
Or unskilled, as we call it. I was probably trying to persuade him, but I've done so badly that he's just stormed off. I reckon you've got about 20 minutes before the police get here.
Well, I'm digging fast as I can. I did. The strength roll already. Do we see a hole? You're going to show us. My ideas of small holes. Your
The
ideas of small
mysterious
holes
worm that flies in the night.
don't match. What do we do now? I don't really want to open this, but I think we have to, just for medical purposes. And there may be something in here.
Do we know how he died?
We'll soon find out. We'll find out when I open this. Right? I need help to open this up. And he's got a crowbar.
Oh, okay. I just thought it was a strength roll.
I have a crowbar.
Ooh, that's handy. Right. Let's see if we can do this together then. Wait, where is my strength? There it is.
That's most odd. Yeah,
So, and the
but
hole
he-
and
he
the
had
dirt.
two hands last time I saw him. And being a pianist, he would have struggled if missing one hand.
What might somebody have needed his hand for?
I was more thinking about the hand was crawling out of here, of this tube.
Yes, I suppose the hole is
Ooh.
about the size of a hand. Oh, and the little holes are fingers.
Hmm.
Yes, poked down into the earth. It all makes sense now.
Is there anything I could do from knowledge skills to see if there's any Ripper tech about a walking hand? That'd be interesting. So, Irina, if once we find this missing hand, how would you like to have an undead hand?
What? On me, as in attached to me?
Yeah. An extra hand's always helpful, isn't it? Heard the saying. Think about it. You don't have to do it now. We haven't got the hand yet.
I look seriously unconvinced.
Is there anything on his body at all? Did they leave anything in his corpse? Don't worry about that. I'm perfectly happy undressing people who are dead. Ooh, healing?
Well, that's enough to be able to contest the bill straight away. We've got possible
Foul play.
possibility of foul play, which I think can do stuff like that.
Which has been covered up.
Yep, literally with a burial.
Aren't you glad we came out here?
Of course.
So who do we think? Why was the hand? Why the hand? They killed him with a big giant sword. Well, there's only 3 people we have to ask then that we know of. 5 people we know of. But I just remembered the other 2.
Well, this Charles Mint, he seems pretty nervous for a person to be.
Let's get him into a room and ask him some questions.
Yeah, he definitely knows something, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's hiding something.
Maybe we should check his hands too.
So we should probably wait here for the police.
What, please?
That the
Yeah,
groundsman's called, so that they can see the body and the evidence.
Unless they're in a too, then could be bought off. They're Italian.
That is true. It is a reasonable assumption to make.
Here's what we do. 2 of us will leave this, and 2 of us will stay. And if the two get arrested who stay, then we know the police are up to no good.
Right. That's partly okay, but what do we then do for the two that get arrested? Other than we know that the police are up to no good.
Well, then we can bribe the police to get them back out again. Then we
Right.
know.
Okay.
Sounds logical to me.
Well, Irina needs to stay here to speak to the police, as she's the only one who speaks Italian.
And you've probably got all the money, so you're the one who can buy us out again. And I'm the doctor, so I have to stay.
Well done, it's clear. You two staying.
Yeah, I could probably do the persuading and the bribery, and where you got the idea that I've got the money from, but that's all right. I look the part.
I thought you were an actor. I thought they had loads of money. It's just until the police don't
Yes.
arrest or do arrest.
Always split the party and always trust the thief.
Yes, I think I shall do that.
Yep.
I'll stand closer to Irina because I don't like to be alone. With a hand wandering around. Right, okay. Right,
I'll go over to them before they come to the grave, and I'll say, gentlemen, my deepest apologies for this, but my English friends were possessed of a certainty that there'd been some foul play at work, and insisted on exhuming the body.
I'm going to stick with her. I don't want to be alone in case the hand gets me. No fear for being alone.
We were heading off to the mansion too.
In the mansion, in the library, drinking a big whiskey.
Absolutely. Well, we're in Italy, so it'll be lots of wine, I'm afraid, rather than whiskey. Oh God, yeah. You can get decent wine for about £1, so yeah, absolutely.
I know I tried to tell them this, but you know what pig-headed fools the English are. But I think you might want to see the body because I think they're right. I was just trying to calm them all down. I couldn't have say who started it. But once they got it open, the good doctor here had a look, and well, he definitely thinks it's foul play.
I do hand motions and go, body, dead, and then I start shouting, murdered.
Who would do this to one of the nation's treasures?
Put my hands up in the air.
I understand, officer.
What did you say, Irina? Why is he pointing a pistol at me?
Just arresting us. Calm down.
Oh, just barely.
Al Bennett. Yeah, mine's a 7 as well. I think I've got a line. Yeah, well, when I said, look, he's been murdered, and they immediately went, you're under arrest for the crime of grave defiling, rather than like, Pete Nally's been murdered. You know, it's a bit odd, isn't it?
Okay. I act obviously on my suspicions and jumped straight at the police officer 43. My lovely claws. Ah! Open it. I'll go for it. Ripper claws, isn't it? Yeah, because that's the ones. Am I using the ones that I'm wearing? Would I have them worn? Yeah. That's what I'm asking. Am I would I have the ones I wear on? I doubt it. It'd be the ones I've got built in. Ooh, missed. I'm gonna bet in that because well, might as well. Must be the worst fighting character ever in this game. Never hit anyone. Thanks. Oops. Not understand me, would you? Slice, slice, slice. Oh, I forgot to open the thing. Where's it? Do my end of turn. There we go. I heard a wee funny O there. Oh, I think he's trying to work out what to roll. The many rolls. There's a thing you didn't check anyway. You didn't see if anyone reacted to the big pistol shot in the air. Jarl's one earlier. Love to have an audience for that dice roll. That's, you know. Why?
While assaulting a policeman. Uh-oh.
You didn't see it. No one saw it. There's only 2 people here that seen it. Bad time to go AFK, Al. Just say that now if you can hear me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm rushing up there.
Yeah, and I'll rush up there just slightly slower than you are.
And I will draw my sawed-off shotgun while I'm running.
Another reason why I'll be just slightly slower than you are.
I'll try to kick open the door. Okay.
Poke your face through it and shout, "Here's Johnny."
Well, or I could take my shotgun and blast a hole in the door. I think I'll do that. What do we see? Do we see a hand? Okay, I'll sit. I'll knee down next to him. Do I see two thumbs marks or just one thumb mark?
Definitely right-handed.
But he's still alive then. Oh, he is dead.
Check
The
the window.
window closed or open?
Up the fire, up the chimney, I reckon. Oh, actually, there's another door there, isn't there, as well? That other door, is that closed? Aha. So we know which way it went. Whose is room 31? Oh.
Well, I guess that those who killed our friend here are in for a rough night tonight.
Yes, sorry. Yes, Durak just attacked the police. Yes, I remember. Well, as a law-abiding citizen, I'll get both my guns out and start shooting. Is there only one policeman left?
Yeah, probably a Reese, isn't it? You're
What
murdering
does that do
Italian
for him?
police.
I do have another bullet. Oops. Is the gravedigger still around?
I think I'll grab one of their pistols and their whatever bullets they've got because I've no gun.
We've kind of murdered these, so I guess we ought to bury them.
I know where there's an open grave.
Me too. And we'll bury the bodies. I'll carefully search all their pockets first, and I'll also search the body of the maestro himself. When you say they've got money on them, they've not got like bundles of notes or anything that looks like bribes or anything like that. Would expect for a policeman, yeah. And it's just common currency. There's nothing unusual about it. It's not foreign or anything. I'll take that, and I'll halve it, and I'll give half to the good doctor, and put the other half in my pocket.
Which money's half? There's 6 bullets in each gun. How many bullets altogether?
Are there 2 guns or 4 guns?
If there's 2, 1 each.
12 bullets. Unless they fired any.
Unless they've got some in their pockets. So £5 each. Yeah. £5. Someone's buying a new surgical instruments in the future. Pushing them into the grave.
Yes. Tidying it up, yeah. Actually, isn't there somebody who would just buy these bodies, no questions asked?
Pretty good at. I was just going to say I'm pretty good at digging up bodies and burying them again. It's dice rolls are strength. But I don't know anyone in Italy arena.
No.
That'll probably take us a bit of time to do all this.
And we know what did it. And we've certainly probably been able to bring down a number of suspects.
The book that I took from him earlier that I gave back, is that still on him? Well, I'll take the little book in my pocket. I can give that to Irina later on.
Excellent.
Oh, it's so nice when people remember what you like.
Don't think we'll be able to relock the door.
Just blow it up.
He shotguns it open, so I don't think there's much to relock.
Yes,
I
it's a
believe so.
lunatic hand that goes around and kills everybody that has killed the maestro.
I love your bit now. Yes, I believe that we have a strangler on the premises somewhere. Which is their quarters.
Well, I reckon
Yes,
that
of course.
only if you have some involvement in the killing of the maestro, you have a problem. Fine.
What rooms are George and what's the face in? George and Harmony. Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say that there's a shotgun blast that went off. So. I'm afraid there's been foul play occurring, both here and in the death of Alberto. Somebody has strangled this man. There are enough witnesses that put y'all here out of the room and having to break into the room to try to rescue the man. Can I ask where you were at earlier this evening and who can vouch for your whereabouts? So far, I have the whereabouts of every other person in this house except for yourself and Harmony. A consolatory drink, is that what you call it these days? Oh, the police have already been called. We have gone to the police ourselves. They're already on their way. You have no need to trouble yourself to call the police. We shall see. I suggest that you I suggest that you stay with somebody, so as to make sure that you are above suspicion, should we say, Mr. Constantine. Good. I'm glad that you agree. In that case, you are staying in my room, room number 31 this evening. I will hear nothing against it, otherwise I will assume that you have something to hide. Good question. good. Thank you very much, Mr. Constantine. That was a good idea, making sure that we can keep an eye on each other. Persuasion. Persuasion. Or persuasion or intimidation. I'll probably go with persuasion because I'm making a very good persuasive argument there.
Yes, if only you could ask him how confident he is. £10, £20?
But maybe we should keep an eye on him. If he has some involvement in the killing, the Hand will probably hunt him down.
Well, the Hand doesn't have any eyes, so it might strangle Charles instead. Go to my room and strap on my claws. What room did they say I was going to be staying in? Did they tell me?
I suggest that somebody keeps an eye on the grieving widow, as we have had a murder here this evening.
When we get back, I'll go over to Charles and Jarl and I'll whisper to them, it seems the police are corrupt. At least some of them.
Bugger. They're on their way here because we've had a murder and I've been...
I'm afraid your friend was murdered. Oh, you know that, don't you? We didn't dig up the body after you went.
No, you dug up the body before we went. We just didn't wait around for the police.
Yes.
Well, that was deliberate in case you got arrested and
Yeah.
we needed to come bail you out. We didn't just run off, but we didn't hear the altercations. So.
No police? They can't have been the only ones.
Well,
probably wait till tomorrow because it's dark.
So where did you say Harmony was in? Did you say us to just keep an eye on Harmony? It'll have to be Irina's job though, because she's only female.
Absolutely, because I'm keeping an eye on George, but obviously this. I'm saying this to Irina and Dr. Adam out of George's earshot. Basically, Charles was murdered by the Hand. So I think for everyone's protection, there should be two in a room anyway. But I don't trust George or the grieving widow.
So I'll keep the Merry Widow company then. Might see what I can get out of her.
I've managed to persuade George that it's a good idea that that we keep each other under observation. Almost persuading him enough to make him think that it's his own idea.
I look around for some paper and see if I can make a finger trap for the Hand.
You know, those Chinese finger things that you put on, and when you pull, you can't get your fingers apart. You know them.
Yes, I'm going to spend the night with her. And I'll just open the door. I'm so sorry to bear bad news, but there's been a murder, a rather gruesome murder. Yes, he is all right. However, him and the Englishman have got it into their heads that they suspect each other, and they're doing some man thing where they're going to stay awake all night staring at each other. So I just thought I'd come in and see how you are, and also with a murderer about, you don't really want to be on your own all night. Like I say, a big macho staring contest all night going on. I won't actually, but I've got other things I want to say to her anyway, so I'll just blithely carry on, unaware of the fact that, well, not unaware, but, ignoring the fact that she's pretty much trying to sort of go, get out my room, get out my room. I'll lean in closer and say, I say it's a grisly murder. It rather looks like a supernatural murder. Locked room. Definitely something very odd going on. I would suggest a vengeful ghost, but why would that happen? The key was in the lock on the inside of the door. And the killer wrote in blood across his face, guilty. Ooh, that's a 7. Yeah.
Staring at George.
Thank you. I think I'll just go to my room then, and then have a night's sleep. Hopefully, my finger traps will trap the fingers, trap the hand. I mean, basically, it's just glue it to the ground, and then hopefully if a finger goes into them, it'll just hold them there, because I don't think the finger will be smart enough to get out of them. Near the grills, because didn't you tell me it was going through the grilly things? No, I'll presume that then. I'm not going to make. I can't really make that many of them, so I'll put one in my room and I'll put one at between 33 and 30, and one between 31 and 30. What's that corpse's number? 32.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep up the train of thought about ghosts that wreak vengeance on the killers in bloody and horrible ways, like including like entrails, that people were hung with their own entrails and things like that.
All listen for the screams.
George, and I shall say, I can stay awake all night. I have been specially trained by Indian Margis over in Hindustan, and they meant that I have got successful spiritual training over all aspects of my body, my soul, and my mind. Staying awake is not a problem for me. What about for you? Yeah, they're all absolute lies, obviously.
Whereas all my stories are completely truthful.
Well, I'm an actor. I believe in them whilst I'm telling them.
Hmm? Or arrears. You did? There's no toughness. How's she got no toughness?
okay. I've got Elan, so it'll cancel out the -2. Okay, I shall glare at George and say, "You hear that, man? Something's going on upstairs. Let us make sure that the women are okay." I will sprint, actually. Yeah, okay. I'll pretend to sprint and get to the bottom of the stairs. I'll draw my pistol whilst doing it.
Yeah, sorry. And I'll try to pass him on the way.
On the same speed.
So I can come over here then.
The door will be shut, yeah.
Alright.
I'll ask the hand if it wouldn't mind communicating with me, perhaps by writing down what these fiends did to him.
I might as well. Where's my run? There it is. I show these people how to run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Dr. Adam Ross, is he actually French?
No, it's English.
Oh, just since you can run so fast.
Okay, that puts me behind Jarl then. I can't move myself there, so you have to do it. Cool.
Yes, I was thinking that it could write, and it could say what had happened. Okay. I'm going to let it go through the vent.
I move in and then I shoot in the direction of the hand. Yeah, it's no problem. I have a shotgun. So with the -4, that should be a 5 then. Yeah, but I will try to place me here to block the entrance to the next room.
Okay, using my superior's intellectual skills, I walk over to the hand and I pick it up. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to try it anyway. What am I aiming for? Yes. Okay. I'm going to Benny it. This will. But I'm going to do what I did last time. I never hit anything with fighting. My fighting skill's terrible. Hey! Got -4 too because my hands are greasy. It's all full of blood. Yeah, sorry. Yes. It's a slippy one.
Is it going for them now they're attacking it? Yeah. No. This is it, you see. It's not attacking me at the moment, and I don't really like it very much, I must say. No, I'll grab a pillow off the bed and turf out the pillow from the pillowcase, so I've got like a sack. For the catching of the hand.
Alright, okay.
Smart size, yeah. Okay. I don't think that's going to do it, is it, really?
I have 4 GM bennies.
I'm going to spend a penny. Yeah, the 4 will have to stand. Yay!
Use it as a special Benny.
Oh no, no takey backsies. I just tried to catch it in a sack pillowcase.
Yes.
Yes, I do actually. So but that only makes it +2. So it's not brilliant, is it? Yeah, still a 4. So 4 it is. I'm not happy, no, but I'm not going to spend any more bennies on it. Indeed, it would be. Yep.
All right.
Wow.
Hang on a moment. It's fine.
As I'm running up the stairs, I should be shouting for George to follow me, man. Are you some sort of coward? And then I shall run up to the room. But you'll need to put me on the map. And I shall come barge into the room. Can I see it to be able to shoot it?
Got a
Excellent.
built-in -4, so
Okay, I shall attempt to shoot then. Okay, I will Benny that. I'll have another pop at it because with the Elan that'll give me a +2, so it gives me a better chance. Okay, I don't know if it took your -4 off that time actually. Oh yes, it did. Yeah, that's cool. That's shaken.
Alrighty. Well, I will pull out my hatchet, and I'll try to cut off a thumb of the hand. Is that extra -2 to it, or? And drawing the weapon, so it's a -4 on my side here. I'll Benny that. Not meant to be.
Okay. It's time to chop the fingers with the claws. I've got. Oh, okay. I'm using Ripper claws because I put them on. So here we go. I need to put -4 on myself. I thought it was already on it. Okay. -4. Oh, it's Ripper claws. What am I doing? The wrong one. And I move over here.
Yes. I'll Benny that. So I won't do the -2 because I've got the alarm. I feel bad about it because I have a lot more sympathy for the hand than I do for the murderers.
Oh. Who did it go for?
Can't it see George Constantine in the doorway?
Running tough through
Doesn't Ross get an attack of opportunity? And Charles? I know I don't because it's just moving around me, really, isn't it? Okay.
If it moves through Irene, I get one. And so
Do I
does...
get one? Okay.
Missed it. Oh, it's got parry of 9. Wonder why my -4 couldn't touch it. Had to put the -4 on that roll. No,
Not I.
I'd have to get. I would have to get 10, 11, 12, 13 to even touch it.
Poor George? Don't you mean suddenly wealthy George? Now he's killed his lover's husband?
Can I have a shot at it? Shooting it. Yeah, shooting its parry though, aren't I? From there. And I still have line of sight on it though if I step back. Yeah, I'll do that.
I mean, I'm smallish, you know, you can rest your gun on my shoulder or whatever.
Yes. Okay, yeah, I'm happy with the -2. I will double tap. There we go. I will miss. I'll have another go. Now I'm using Elan. I'm double tapping, so the previous -2 is now a +1. Yeah, it's still a miss though. Okay. And with that, I shall end my go. And with that, I shall go. I shall go again. Okay, I shall double tap. Ah, it's a tricky bugger. I'll use one more penny. No, it's not to be.
Hey, we found the off switch.
See, it was all part of my cunning plan to bring George up to the hand so that he could get killed in front of us, and we could see that it was all okay.
There's only the groundskeeper who got the police that was bribed, and that's the only other person that we've met, isn't it? Oh, the two other couples, the other couple. O and I, they were called. O and I.
Owen and Iris. Osmondo, wasn't it, the man?
I didn't have time to protect her, you know, so it made it an easy decision, didn't it, really?
I'm sure you said no. Not me. I'm glad you saved me. I'm glad you saved me. Yeah, their status for if you become more well known. They're called status points. It's under charisma, just below charisma, across from reason. Oh, favors. I don't have any favors. You have to give them to us. I will send my
Well, I
two
mean,
favors.
I presume that, you know, that the corrupt police must have realised the game was up and run off.
As soon as they dig up that grave, they're going to see two bodies.
Perhaps their co-conspirators suspected that they weren't going to keep to the deal. Yeah, clean it all up.
Yay! So you want to turn it into a level
Yay.
6? When we're back at the place, we can turn it back to level 6 then. You said we got 8, that means we can also buy an age for it as well. 6 to level up and 2 to buy an age. I have to look. I think we get a garage this time. When I say
Is
think,
that for our Rippermobile?
for a Rippermobile when we get one. Submarine's always a good thing. You can go anywhere in the world